Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you the basics of creating a crochet design from a DIY graph behind pattern. I'm still quite new at this, so feedbacks are always welcome. What's a graphcan? In simple words, it's a crochet design made from a pattern of colored squares or pixels, each one representing a single stitch. This is a design I made for a cushion cover. This one's a coaster, the one I'll show you here. So the app I use is called Voltasia. You can download it for free from Play Store. Open the app, click on New Project. You can use it for different kinds of crafts as shown here. Click on Crocheting. There are 3 different ways of proceeding with the pattern. The details are given in the bottom: default, Tunisian and corner to corner. We will use the default one, so select it and click on the right. Select the picture. So here you can format the picture as per your requirements. You can also select a section of the image by rotating and resizing it using the 2 small icons on the bottom right. Pink means it's unlocked and you can change it. Gray means it's locked and you cannot change it. We'll come to the sample later. First we will select the colors. There are different palettes here, but I prefer the universal one because it has the most number of colors. So I select yellow, black, red and then blue. Now comes the tolerance. It basically improves the uniformity of the pixels. Now sample, it is technically the number of stitches and rows in a 10 cm by 10 cm sample. Here basically you have to use trial and error with the sample and pixelator to get a uniformly pixelated pattern. The main aim of this app is to turn a picture into a highly pixelated version of itself so that you can convert it into stitches. Now we'll try a 30 by 30 sample. You can see the picture is really unsymmetric. So we'll change the pixels gradually. Still unsymmetric. Now it's symmetric. So we'll use 39 by 39 pixel and 30 by 30 sample. So in this page are the details of the project. The colors used, the format size, sample, project size, everything is there. You can change the project name as per your requirement. At the bottom you can also check the progress of your project and time taken and time left. Once you are done, click on Begin. Finally it asks whether you are right-handed or left-handed. Select your handedness and click on Apply. So here's how the pattern is gonna look. Now let's start. First thing we'll do is make bobbins so that it's easy to use the yarns at multiple positions. I've used a sponge here, but you can use any thick cardboard or stuff like that. So, cut out a rectangle. Now cut triangles on both sides as you can see here. We are basically making an hourglass shape. Now cut away the corners. Cut out slits on both the edges as shown here. We'll see the use of these slits later. Now take a yarn. Enter this in one of the slits. Now roll the yarn around it. Cut it off and fix it inside the other slit. These are the things you require to start the project. So our pattern starts with the yellow color. To make a loop, insert the needle into the loop and then fix it with a knot. Make sure it's neither too tight nor too loose. Now, as we know, the project size is 39 by 39 pixels, so we have 39 stitches in each row. So we'll make 40 chains as a base row before the first row. So here's the last chain. Now we'll start with the first row. It has 39 single crochet in yellow. So we'll do the first single crochet on the chain right next to it. You can see here how single crochet is done. After the 39th single crochet, turn it around. In the pattern you'll see that it starts from the right and left alternatively, but we'll start from the right side every time. Now we will do a chain. This chain basically acts as a connection between the next row and this row. Now we have one single crochet. Now the next one is a black one, so we will not finish the stitch here, as we have to enter the black yarn. Now we'll see how to change the color of the yarn. So take the other yarn, make a loop, enter the needle and then pass it through the two loops you made earlier in the yellow yarn. So now make the next black single crochet. You can see there is a tail here. So take this tail over the needle and then make the single crochet. This way the tail is going to hide inside the stitch. Do the same with the next stitch. Hide the tail by taking it over the needle. As you can see, the tail has disappeared and we have started the black one. Now we have 37 black single crochet. So this is the 37th one. Again, we have to enter a yellow yarn now. So the same process. See, this is why we need multiple bobbins of a single color, because we cannot carry the yarn over the whole project. So the second row is done. Now there are two cases in which you need to carry the yarn. One is in the same line. You can see the arrow here. You can keep an eye on the inset to confirm which stitch is going on. So while doing the red single crochet, the way we put the tail over the needle earlier, we have to put the black yarn over the needle and then do the single red crochet. Then comes the next one. So here we can see the black yarn has moved ahead and we don't have to enter a new yarn. Next is how to move the yarn ahead for using it in the next line as shown here. So process is again very similar. So to carry the red yarn one step ahead for the next row, just take the yarn, put it over the needle just as before, and then complete the stitch. I'm doing it again. In this case, we have to carry the black one ahead. So see, the black yarn is already over the needle here. So just complete the blue stitch. Next we will see how to close a yarn, that is stop using it. So this is the blue stitch, there's one blue stitch and then it's over. So while doing the next black stitch, take the blue yarn over the needle as before and then do the black stitch. Then again for the next red stitch, take the blue yarn over the needle. Do this for at least 3-4 stitches. And now just cut off the blue yarn. So you will see that you won't be able to see the blue yarn and it's gone. Now let me show you how to check your progress in the app. Click on your project, go to the bottom of it. See, the progress is 51.28%. Then continue. You can also see your progress here. Just zoom out and you will see how much of it's done and how much of it is left. Now bringing a yarn back from the previous line. Sometimes it's not possible to take a yarn ahead in advance, so we have to bring it back from the previous line. I have flipped the image for your convenience. So this is the final red stitch we are doing. Then as we can see, we are bringing back the black stitch. Now you see there's this extra line is coming. So to remove that, take the needle under that and then do the single stitch. See, the line is gone. Similarly for the next blue one, take the blue yarn, the blue line is there, take the needle under the blue line, then do the single stitch. So the extra blue line is gone. So now it's time to close the final stitch. So this is the last yellow row. After finishing the final single crochet, just pull the needle up, make the loop bigger. Then carefully cut the loop as shown. In the inset, I am showing you how to check your progress in the app when it's done. So after discarding the extra yarn, just pull it hard enough so that it's tight. And the coaster is done. The main advantage of this style of crocheting is that it looks the same on both sides. So there's no back side and front side, it's the same.